We are done with the states. We have said again recap. 10 switches in a network. How many root bridge? One. How many non-root bridge? Nine. How many root ports? Nine. Alright. There are 10 switches in a network. How many switches in a network? 10 switches in a network. How many segments? Why?
Nine.
No, there can be more also. We will come to that now.
Yes. The fact that what they connected the switch.
Yeah,
is
so
very-
we'll come to that now.
Yes.
Definitely it doesn't mean how many segments. But what we said is, I am asking how many segments. I didn't say there are 10 segments. How many DPs? Did I say that? No.
sir.
I was asking a different question. I was asking if there are 10 switches, right? Then how many segments? Now there can be multiple segments.
Okay.
How? We'll see. Which one? A. I'm not going to write the bridge ID for them now.
Yes, sir.
Wow. See what gets cooked in the head comes out. Switch 2. B. Switch 3.
C.
Alright, before we proceed forward, how many loops? One loop. How many
Two
loops?
loops.
Right? How many segments?
Five.
Now you see how we can increase the segments.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to break it now.
Yes, sir.
There are multiple loops. Let's try to break it. Who gets selected? First thing is clear that root bridge will be this.
Yes, sir.
Because the lowest bridge ID. So can we simply go ahead and label these two as what? DPs.
Yes, sir.
Port P1 and port P2. Call these P3, P2, P1. Okay?
Yes, sir.
P1, P2, P1, P2, P3.
Yes.
Alright. Let's give it a try. So this one is sending BPDUs.
Yes, sir.
Let's focus on this switch only. Only this switch.
Yes, sir.
This switch is receiving a BPD from here.
Yes, sir.
What can it receive? 32768
Plus A.
plus A, 0,
Yes.
and 32768
Plus A.
plus A. From here, what can it receive?
32768.
32768 plus A,
RPC
10, assuming that all these are 10.
Yes.
RPC 10 and 32768 plus C.
C.
So this is better than this,
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Yes.
But let's compare this path also.
Yes.
Right? So what is received from here is 3276. Okay, 3276. Okay. The root bridge ID will be coming here, will be same.
Yes.
3276A plus A.
Yes, sir.
RPC will be 0 plus 10 plus 10, 20.
Yes, sir.
So this is clear that from here it is coming 0, from here it is 10, and this is coming as 20.
20.
So RP is this.
Yes, sir.
We can call it as RP.
Yes, sir.
Call this as RP. Good. So this part is done. Let's first consider this part. This is one loop.
Yes, sir.
This is another loop.
Yes.
And this is another loop.
Yes.
Right? There are multiple loops. Let us focus on this one now. R3. Similarly, coming from here, RPC is 0.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Coming from here, RPC is 10. Coming from here, RPC is 20. This becomes a root port.
Yes.
Now, in this loop, we have to break this loop. This is one loop. So what do? Going out from here, what is there? 32768 plus A, 10, 32768
Plus B.
plus B. In this direction, 32768
Yes, sir.
This are same.
Yes, sir.
This and this are same.
Yes, sir.
So for electing the DP and NDP, what was the tiebreaker? Sender rejected. So which one will get blocked? This one. This one gets blocked.
Yes.
NDP.
Okay. Yes, sir.
This becomes
DP.
Okay. Till now the conditions still exist are correct. DP is sending BP due. RP is receiving. Right? DP is sending BP due. RP is receiving. Okay. DP is sending BP due. NDP is receiving.
Yes, sir.
Right? DP is in the forwarding state.
Yes, sir.
Will forward traffic. Will receive traffic. Will flood traffic.
Yes.
DP is in the forwarding state, will forward traffic, flood traffic, and will receive traffic. Okay, RP is in the forwarding state, will receive traffic, flood traffic, and forward traffic. NDP is in blocking state, will not forward traffic, will not flood traffic, will not receive traffic. DP is in the forwarding state, will flood traffic, forward traffic, and receive traffic. In this case, will not be able to receive.
Yes, of course.
Because
It's
it
not
will be,
able to send
it is willing to receive, but there will be no traffic coming out from here. Clear? Similarly, RP is in forwarding state, flood, forward and receive traffic. Let's go back to this one. BPD sent out here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sent from here. Okay. So, for this segment, for this segment, is there a DP?
Yes,
Yes. For this segment, is there a DP? Yes.
Yes.
For this segment, is there a DP? Yes.
Yes.
For this segment, we have to calculate who's going to be DP.
Yes, sir.
We have to calculate who's going to be DP.
Yes, sir.
But before that, for this switch, we have to calculate who's the RP. Right? For this switch, we have to calculate who's going to be the RP. Right? Let's see. Going out from here, 32768 plus A, 10, 32768
Plus B.
plus B. Going out from here, 32768 plus A, 10, 32768
Plus C.
plus C. Which one is the better BPD? This one?
Yes, sir.
This becomes a RP. RP always receives BPD from DP. So this becomes a BP.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to see which one is going to be blocked here.
Yes.
Okay, which one is going to be blocked here? In this case, who's sending? This is sending 32768 plus A,
Yes, sir.
10 and 32768 plus C. Now this one is there. If this had to be DP, we are not sure who is going to be DP here. So what is this sending? 32768
Plus A.
plus A,
20.
20.
32768 plus C.
We check this with this,
Yes, sir.
no try breaking. This with this is better.
Yes, sir.
So this becomes a,
DP.
and this becomes
NDP.
MDP.
Yes, sir.
This becomes a MDP.
NDP.
Okay. Now, what is the case? Let's see. In this case,
Yes.
in effect, what has the topology become? Topology has literally become like this. The physical topology remains like this, but the logical topology is like this. Yes?
Yes, sir.
This link is broken. The physically they exist, but logically there is no connection.
Yes, sir.
Physically this exists, but logically it is not there. Right?
Yes, sir.
So if PC1 wants to send something to this, having MAC address X, let's say, PC2 having MAC address Y, PC3 having MAC address Z, and this one PC4 having MAC address P. So how does it turn out to be? This turns out to be logical topology is like this. After
Yes.
spanning tree has converged, block the ports. So what has it become? This has become like this. PC1
Yes, sir.
with MAC address, let's say X. PC2 Y, PC3,
Z.
Z, and PC4,
EP.
P. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back to the thing. If PC1 with source MAC address wants to send to PC3 having MAC address Z, source MAC address X, destination Z,
Yes.
forms the frame,
Yes, sir.
send it to the wire, fetch 4 learns, right, on whatever port, what port was this? Let's say P3, right, this was P1, P2, right, P3, P1, P2 as such is blocked,
Yes, sir.
so no point in forwarding or flooding whatever, so it learns what? In MAC table learns what? X on P1,
P3.
sorry, P3, here,
Yes, sir.
destination MAC address is Z, is it in the MAC table? No. It will flood it,
Yes,
but where will it flood? Only one thing is available.
Yes,
So
sir.
flood it to P1.
Yes, sir.
This is by switch 2. What port was this? P1. Right?
Yes, sir.
And this is what? Let's say P3. This, sorry. So P2 is already blocked. Right?
Yes, sir.
P2, let's say P4. Towards the switch. This is P4. Towards the PC. And this was P3.
P3.
Yes.
So switch 2 learns what? X on
X on P1.
P1.
X on P1, and then sees destination is Z. Is it in the MAC table? No. So what will it do? Flood it here
Yes, sir.
and here.
Yes, sir.
It did not flood it here because it is blocked. It's not in the logical topology.
Yes, sir.
Right? It reaches here, switch 1. Okay, what was the port? P1 here. P1, P1. Right? Let's call this P3. What? P3 port. So learns it what? X on
X on P1.
P1. Looks at the destination MAC address. It's not there, so it will flood here and here.
Yes.
That's how it will continue.
Yes, sir.
Your topology is converged and rest of the things will work like that. So the main point here to remember here is that spanning tree, what did it do?
Breaking the loops.
It broke the loop. And then once the loops are broken, your functioning of the switch is just as it was.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Flooding or forwarding or learning, whatever it was, it is still doing that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go back. Now the spanning tree has converged and this is what your logical topology looks like. Right? This was your physical topology. The cable is still there, connected there. Right? Cable is still there. Mind it, the BPDUs are still going. The control packets are still going and are being received by the NDP. Are still going from the DP to the NDP. They are receiving because they are control signals. Right? I am the DP, you be the NDP. I am the DP, you be the NDP. Keep remain blocked. That's what it is indicating. But any data frame going through? No. So eventually, this is what the logical topology for the data path. Logical topology, how the data can go.
Yes, sir.
Am I depicting anything here about the BPDUs? No. I am just showing you the data path.
Yes.
How it should look.
Yes.
That is how it should look. Right? Now, in this condition, where the source MAC address from here is seen, have been learned.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back from PC3 to what? PC1. PC3 having MAC address Z wants to send to PC1 having MAC address X. Source MAC Z, destination MAC X. Forms the frame, send it to the switch. Switch 1. Switch 1 does what? Learns it. What? Z on P3. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Looks at the destination MAC address. What is there? X. Is it in the MAC table? Yes. On which port? P1. Does it flat? No. Forward it.
Forward.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Frame is received here on switch 2.
Yes, sir.
On which port? Port P3. Learns the MAC address Z
On P3.
on P3.
Yes, sir.
Looks at the destination MAC address X. It's there.
Yes, sir.
Don't have to flood it here. Yes. Forward it here. Received here.
Yes, sir.
Right. Learned. What? Z on P1. And then, of course, X is on P3, so it's forward. So understand, STB is breaking your topology, and the rest is once the topology is, the loops are broken, right? Then your logical data path, right, where the data can forward or flood or move is drawn, and it moves just like ordinary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
STP help you to break the loop, to remove the broadcast term, to avoid the map move, right? Map table corruption. It did that,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
and rest is again there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's again look it from a different perspective. Look it from a different perspective. So, what are we electing first of all? What are we electing? There are many things we are electing. So, further before that, we say that this is the point that I was thinking I had to tell you. What is spanning tree do? The term that we call is spanning tree has converged. Converged means the loop has been broken. Spanning tree has converged, then the loop has been broken. Right? Spanning tree has converged and the loop has been breaking. When the loop has been broken, that means spanning tree has converged. You can say it either way. Has the spanning tree converged? Yes.
Yes.
That means there is no loop. And when the spanning tree has converged, that means there will be some port which will be in the NDP state.
Yes, sir.
Right? That means that will be in blocking.
Yes.
That's where it is converged.
Okay.
There are no loops. Right? So if somebody asks you, what do you mean by spanning tree is converged? That means there are no loops. And when spanning tree is, or put it another way, when spanning tree is converged, some of the ports will be in the blocking state. Or if you are given a show command on the switch, show spanning tree or something, and you find certain port in the blocking state, that means you can indicate that spanning tree has converged. Right on? Okay. Now the other point here is let's see what we have done as such. First thing is we have elected the root bridge, right? Second thing we have done is elected the root ports. Third thing we have done is elected the designated ports. No. First thing the root bridge, yes. Second thing the root ports. The third thing, right? Which one on a particular segment is going to be DP or NDP? That's what we have done, right? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Now for doing this thing, what criteria have we followed? Important thing to remember. Right? Important thing to remember. For electing the root bridge, we checked which is the best which is the best root bridge ID. Right? Correct?
Yes.
For electing the root port, we again saw which is the best BPDU. But which was the best BPDU? Which had the best root bridge ID? If the root bridge ID is same coming from different direction, we checked which one is the best RPC. For what? Root port. Right? But if the RPC was same on both of them, then what did you check? Which one is the best? Center bridge ID. For what? RP.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Now similarly for electing the NDP or DP for a segment, what did we check? Which one is the best root bridge ID? If they are same, well and good. If they are not same, then we move to what? RPC. Which one is the best? RPC. Will become the root port. Sorry, which will become the designated port. And the one which is not the best will become the NDP. Alright? And if RPC is same, then what do we fall back to? Center bridge ID. Which one is better will become the DP. Inferior will become the NDP. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
So we are having the tiebreaker again. For what? Electing the root bridge, electing the root port, and electing the NDP. DP or NDP. What criteria we are following? The best root bridge ID, or the best RPC, or the best
Center
bridge ID. We are going sequentially. For each thing, we are following this.
Okay, sir.
Right? We are following that part.